So Don, I understand like 2% of this. What all exactly is going on?
You know how sometimes at your former robotics company, the kindly people at CPR, we had to sign NDAs or non-disclosure agreements, you remember?
Yeah. They were like, if you say anything about this, we can sue your company to death if we want.
Right. So this is like 10,000 times that. 10,000 times. So I have to let them tell you directly. Come in.
So, y'all are Citizen Chen?
I'm Tiffany. Yes. What is the citizen thing?
Never mind. Look, I'll just cut to it. We want to be supportive of this mission. Despite what you think of us, here at the old fat, stupid, slow-moving government folk at NASA, we actually love space exploration at least as much as y'all do. We just haven't had, well, you know.
And his voice trailed off. He felt shame and bemusement at this 20-something girl, and yeah, she still pretty much was, at least relatively, a girl, who had become a multi-billionaire in such a short period of time, so wealthy that on her own she could self-fund an enormous part of space exploration. Well, Skully had forgotten more about space and the mechanics of everything than Tiff would ever know. But for all his knowledge, well, he just never got paid for it, and he stayed bitter. So, gang, we're all on the same team here, and what's going on is just a continuation of what government has done for tech and defense private industry for a very long time.
Tax us?
Well, yes. Think of that as the gas in the tank, though, those taxes. Well, in this case, tax others and use the money to fund this project, yeah?
Tax as gas?
Well, the U.S. government pre-bought boatloads of transistors from Silicon Valley in the 1960s to power the computers that, well, began to digest post-nuclear computer builds, the end of the big bad Iron Curtain, you know, that thing, and a bunch of other stuff, well, we'll never know about. Then in the 1970s, they basically pre-purchased, in part through IBM, more boatloads of tech, mainly semiconductors, the equipment that made them. And then in the 1980s, largely thanks to Reagan and his Star Wars program through Cisco and dozens of private companies, the Gov basically preceded the coming booms in technology, network, the internet, all that stuff. And you know that the internet you play on, like it's a toy, was originally a government effort to get around the potential of a nuclear bomb hitting the middle of the U.S., cutting us in half, and the internet would then let communication happen seamlessly between our coasts. Yeah, that was its intent. Well, the government built it and then just gave it away when it was no longer core and easy for them to keep proprietary. So this is just the same thing. It'll look like some huge stupid spend and a waste of government pork money. But if you zoom back, you'll think about it in a century-long time planning the way any country's government thinks about things. The tax dollars, if we do this right, will more than pay for this, quote, entrepreneurial work, unquote, by the government. Understand?
So you guys, the government, are like my venture capitalists in this?
Yeah, kinda. That's the gist. Go raise what money you can from your investors, Bezos, Musk, and whoever. And we'll help you to get the rest. We don't want you to waste a lot of time on the whole banging a tambourine thing and lying to, informing investors about all your grand plans.
We're not lying about...
Thanks, Skully. We truly appreciate the financial support. We'll put your money to very good use.
Yeah, we're here for any technical support, you need. You know my number.
Technical support? Really?
That's good. We're good now. Tiffany, say goodbye to the nice man who just greenlit giving you $15 billion. Okay, we're good. Let's go now. And I basically dragged Tiffany out the door as she was about to put on her boxing gloves, and we left.
Well, that was fun.
Yep. Some days I love this job.
And then there's today.
Yep. So we just say nothing to them and don't tell them they'll have the Russian and or Chinese company when they get there?
That's right. We just need the items there first, and our boys can follow up with a care package later if needed.
So y'all are sure we say nothing then? Yeah, same team for space exploration and everything. Still certain we say nothing to these folks.
I'm certain she won't realize it. If we do this well, she's just a passenger on the bus.
Well, you know what I'd pay for a ticket on that bus?